And so tonight, I want to talk to you about how to make your husband sexually addicted to you.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Potter, won't you give it up?
Yes, sexually addicted to you. And you're probably saying, Dr. Gail, listen, me and my husband has been together for 10, 15, 20, 30 years or whatever. And, we done tried it all, done it all or whatever. How in the world can I make him sexually addicted to me? Well, let me just tell you, if you've been married 1 month or 55 years, you have the ability to reinvent yourself sexually all the time. The question is are you willing to put in the work? Because again, you're still together, whether it's good, bad, happy, or sad, but you have the ability, because I am a strong believer when God put you guys two together, he gave each of you everything that you need to have a fulfilling marriage. Okay. So how do I do this, Dr. Gail? How do I make my husband sexually addicted to me? Number one, I want you to take charge of your sexual encounters. It is so many men that come to me and so many men that comment on my posts that their wife will not take charge. They're always the aggressor. They're always the one who's initiating. Let me just tell you this. What you won't do, some other woman will. And I hate to say that, but it is 100% true. So you need to take charge of your sexual encounters and stop using your vagina as a weapon against your husband. Nobody is perfect, and I'm not saying for you to open your legs to someone who's physically or mentally abusing you. I say if that's the case in your marriage and it's truly the case, get out of the marriage. But if you're using your vagina to ration out sex to your husband, if he's not doing exactly what you want him to do and how he wants it to do it, shame on you. Okay, so my thing is take charge of your sexual encounters. Men want to be pursued just like we want to be pursued. They want us to be the aggressors just like we want them to want us and desire us and to chase us. Okay, so you're in a marriage. This is a 50-50 split. So go after your husband. He will find that sexy. Okay, number two, talk about his needs, his wants, and his desires, and then talk about your needs, your wants, and your desires sexually, right? And I have done many teachings on the difference between what women need to be sexually, aroused and what men needs to be sexually aroused. So if you have not watched those videos, go look them up. But talk about what you need, right? What you want and what you desire when it comes sexually, right? Because if you don't know, it's hard for them to meet those needs and vice versa. If he does not know, it's hard for him to meet those needs. Okay. He's not a mind reader and neither are you. So your sex life should be talked about just like you talk about your bills. Yes, I said it. Your sex life should be talked about just like you talk about your bills. Okay. Number three, go the extra mile to please him. Go the extra mile to please him. Let me just tell you that porn is running rampant in our marriages. Men are watching porn to levels that is mind-blowing. And it's because we as wives have gotten lazy, have gotten complacent, and we don't want to put in the work. So go the extra mile to please your husband sexually. Now, I'm not saying, and I have done a teaching on needs, wants, and desires, what you're willing to do, what you're willing to try, and what you're absolutely not willing to do, and the reason why. So go watch that video. But if it's something within your realm and you want to please your husband sexually, and it's not something that makes you feel dirty, goes against your religious beliefs and all of those different kind of things, why not do it? You are his wife. You are the go-to person to meet his sexual needs. Number four, Do the research if you're struggling on how to spice things up. Do the research. We research every single area of our life. If we don't know how to make a recipe, we Google it. If we want to change hairdressers, we Google it. If we want to change nails, we do the research. We ask questions. We do all of those things. Why not do that if you're struggling and don't really know what to do? But the first research you should do is ask your husband what his needs, wants, and desires when it comes sexually. I just said that, okay? Number 5, be the GPS to your pleasure and to his pleasure. Be the GPS to your pleasure and to his pleasure. I hear this a lot. Dr. Gail, I quit sleep with my husband because he's always getting his and I don't ever get a chance to orgasm. He's always done before me and all of those kind of things. And I understand that. Trust and believe me, I do. But a lot of times when you have been married for any length of time, you begin to take each other for granted, and your body and your sexual needs have changed, and so has his. But he keeps going back to the same thing that you have taught him pleases you in the past, and you have to be the GPS to your pleasure, and he needs to be the same for you. And what does GPS? Guide him to your pleasure spots. Guide him to your pleasure spots, and he should guide you to his pleasure spots. Make it a game. Do something fun. Do something different. Okay? And number 6, the more you take charge of your sexual needs, the more you're going to want to pursue your husband for sex. And the more he's going to be pleased, the more you're going to be pleased. And it's going to be something that makes you both addicted to each other. Okay? My prayer is that this teaching has helped you take charge, because we're getting ready to cross into a whole new year. And I don't want you to end this year on the same note that you started this year with. I want you to go into another year with a new mindset that you have the ability and you have everything that you need inside of you already to make your husband addicted to you sexually. I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week.